Still ahead, Making Money Now continues. We're looking at old stock certificates. You love this stuff. We used to do this a lot, and I think we're going to bring it back. Old certificates, even a company like Enron can be worth a lot more on paper than the stock it represents. We'll tell you all about it. Plus, Jim Cramer, Rob Gensler back with us to take your questions via email on individual stocks after this.
Next hour.
Yes.
I'm not even on camera anymore. Oh, hello. Next hour, meet GM's secrets revealed. We've got your biz briefs coming. Okay, back to you now.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Straight ahead, we will continue with our Making Money Now on Power Lunch. How much do you think a Lockheed stock certificate signed by the company founder is worth? In a word, lots. We'll tell you how to cash in those old certificates, and we'll take more of your emails. Making Money Now, it is a segment you cannot afford to miss.
All right, we continue our Making Money Now series with a look at how to find value in old stock and bond certificates. Even if the company has changed names, it's merged, it's gone bust, the actual certificate itself could still be a valuable commodity. Our next guest runs the web's largest buyer and seller of collectible stock certificates. Here to tell us more is Bob Kerstein. He is the president of scripaffili.com. He's in Washington. Bob, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me back again.
We love this kind of stuff. I mean, people have these things no doubt in the trunk. They got them in the attic. You know, they got them from their grandparents, whatever. Let's go down some names here, and as we go, you can tell us why a particular certificate might be worth as much as it is. What about an Enron, for example?
Enron certificates go for approximately $100 if it has Ken Lay's signature on it, and for around $30 if it has Jeff McMahon's signature on it. But they're great collectibles. They have the crooked E on it, and it's been our biggest seller for the last 3 years.
Now, I know you said Jeff McMahon. He's the former president, but did you mean Jeff Skilling, the former CEO?
No, McMahon. He was on the stock certificate after Ken Lay.
Got it. And condition of the certificate is going to be important as well, right?
Absolutely. Condition is very important, especially on the modern certificates.
Okay. What about Martha Stewart on the media, and if you couple it with ImClone, are those worth right now anything?
Well, we sell them together as a package. We have what we call an insider trading package. It has the ImClone and Martha Stewart. It has Martha's name on it as the chairman and Sam Waxel's name on it as the president. And since they're no longer in those positions, it makes those certificates very historic and collectible.
So you sell them together as a package deal for what, $189.95?
That's correct.
That's pretty cool. As you know, we asked our viewers to send in screens of their own stock certificates or bond certificates. You were kind enough to go over many of them and give us some thoughts on some. And this one was the first one that we got yesterday from Nick, who scanned Food Fair Properties. And I gather Nick's got some good news coming, yes?
Well, Food Fair is a certificate that it was bought out by Country Pride, and they... the certificate itself is not that collectible, but when it was bought out, it was bought out in cash for around $20. Now, if the state or if the company can't get a hold of the owner of the certificate, the money should be turned over to the state, so we can try contacting the state where he was residing and see if they have money that's held on his behalf.
That's interesting. So he may have something waiting for him.
Exactly.
All right. Another one here. This is from Kona and Cowell Railway from 1902, and they've got this already framed and set to go.
It's a lovely certificate, one of our favorites. Sells anywhere from $300 to $500, and it just looks wonderful framed, as well as many of these other old certificates do.
And these are bonds, we should point out, because those are the coupons on the right-hand side there, right?
Absolutely. They had coupons for so they can clip them every 6 months to redeem them.
Pretty cool. Let me make sure I get the right one here. Okay, here are some World War II U.S. savings bonds. These are Series E.
Mm-hmm. The Series E bonds, typically they're worth more as a redeemable security than they are as a collectible. You'll get 4 to 5 times face value from the World War II Series E bonds. If you go to U.S. Or the savingsbonds.gov website, you can see exactly what the value would be. But they have to be issued in your name or transferred over to you somehow by the original issuer. Otherwise, you can't redeem them.
Okay.
And as a collectible, they're worth about 1 to 2 times face value.
And again, that was savingsbonds.gov.
That's correct.
Where you can get that. Okay, I love this one. This one came in. A Russian Tsar bond from 1916.
Yeah, there's a lot of the Russian bonds around because of the revolution they had, and a lot of the bonds were never redeemed. This bond in particular would sell for around $15 to $25.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
And again, the condition is going to be important as well. And this one looks to be in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we've got this one. This is a State of Illinois gold bond.
Right. That's a Harrison Halstead building bond. I don't know if it's redeemable because we haven't checked on it, but something like that, because it's a gold bond and because it has a nice picture, which is called a vignette, on the bond, is probably worth in the neighborhood of $25 to $35.
Okay. I got time left. Let me talk about more that you brought with you. There's one from Abercrombie. Is it Abercrombie and Fitch?
That's correct.
Signed by one of the founders, yes?
It is, by Ezra Fitch, and it's a nice-looking certificate. It has Indians overlooking an area as their vignette on the certificate, but it's hand-signed by one of the founders, and it's very collectible and highly desirable. It sells for about $900.
That's not bad. Got Melissa Lee's attention on that
Not
one.
that I have one, but,
no, but
in case I find one.
And then finally from Lockheed, what's the story on this one?
Well, the Lockheed Aircraft Company is interesting because it's signed by Alan Lockheed, and he was one of the brothers who found Lockheed Aircraft. They signed it L-O-U-G-H-E-A-D, and that was his name, but because people kept mispronouncing it, they spelled it phonetically as the name of the company, of Lockheed.
Kidding.
Yeah, so it's a great certificate. It sells for about $2,500, very hard to find, and highly desirable, naturally, because it's part of Lockheed Martin now.
Wow. And you'll find it, folks, all at scripophily.com, yes?
Scripophily.com.
Is that how you say it?
Well, it's Scripophily is the way you pronounce it.
I stand
Saying it
corrected. All these years.
So do I.
And do you know nobody's ever corrected me until now? Scripophily. I like that. That's much more poetic
It's still
sounding.
scripophile, that was the question.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd like to add, too, there's a show this weekend in the Washington area, so if people have certificates they want to bring in and get them appraised at the show, if you go to the Tyson's Corner Marriott, there's going to be an auction on Friday night and a show all day Saturday with dealers from all over the world. Bring them in and let us help you determine what the values may be, and you can find out more about it at tysonscorner.com.
There you go. Bob Kerstein. Appreciate it very much. Thanks very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bob Kerstein of scripophily.com.
Emphasis on the second syllable.
Syllable, yes. When we come back, the return of Jim Cramer, Rob Gensler. They'll be answering your email questions, another round or two on individual stocks. Making money now on Power Lunch. You cannot afford to miss this.
You're watching Power Lunch on the world leader in business news, CNBC. You're watching Power Lunch on the world leader in business news, CNBC.